G'day, my name's Bill, these are the bots, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Studio Series Transformers 1 Deluxe Class Starscream. And oh boy, I have some words to say about this guy. So Starscream here is based off his appearance in the 2024 film Transformers 1, in which Starscream was the leader of the pre-Decepticon Decepticons, the High Guard, made up of hundreds of Seekers and the two Wave Boys. He was also voiced by Steve Buscemi, which was an interesting choice. Then Orion Pax and co showed up, and D16 beats the snot out of Starscream, and even gives him his high-pitched voice. And then takes over the High Guard, and Starscream is now in love with D16.
All hail Megatron!
And at the end of the movie, they all get matching tattoos. Starting in robot mode, and can I say, I just absolutely love this design. Probably my favourite Seeker redesign in years. All sleek and rounded with so much intricate sculpted detailing, which is just awesome. He has such heroic proportions and looks amazing with how they've reinvented the classic Seeker design. The shoulder pylons moved to the backpack so he can actually see side to side properly. The wings folded up nice and snugly, the very tiny null rays, which is an interesting choice, and the classic Seeker nose cone and chest vents being rearranged to give a much more sleek design. The legs being super skinny and keeping the usual blue shins, and the pointed blue feet looking a lot less like feet and more like he's standing on his tiptoes as if he's trying to reach the top shelf in the supermarket. And then you got the thrusters hanging out on the back. Though unfortunately, much like Optimus Prime, the grey on this figure looks yellowed, with it looking much less like grey and more off-white, which is hopefully going to be fixed on subsequent releases of this figure. Because you know Hasbro is going to milk this mold, seeing as they've just finished with the Bumblebee movie one, which was a Voyager, and this one is a deluxe, meaning they could get even more mileage out of this mold, much like the classic Seeker mold back in the day. And there sure was no shortage of potential repaint fodder in the movie. Paints and plastics on this figure are okay. It's not that it feels cheap, but compared to some other 2025 releases in the Age of the Primes, it's not as good, and feels a little thin. Now that head sculpt is certainly accurate and serves as a tremendous modern reinterpretation of the old Seeker noggin, with the angled vents, the blocky forehead with some nice greeblies, and some regal red eyes sunken in his skull. Although I don't know how I feel about that expression, being that he doesn't have one. And I mean, it's Starscream, he needs a devious smirk or grievous grin, even an "oh no, my plan to overthrow Megatron backfired and now he's going to kill me," or at least an expression. I just hope they haven't done a siege and given the actual Starscream head to a different guy. Now the articulation is interesting. Some of it's great, like the wings being on ball joints so you can maneuver them out of the way so the arms can go backwards. But then you've got the super tight bicep joints and no wrist swivels, and nothing at the ankles either. I mean, come on Hasbro, really? He doesn't even have a waist swivel. Okay, that one's fair. Most Starscreams don't get a waist swivel. But still. For accessories, Starscream comes with two null rays which are to be attached to the shoulder and never removed. Anything else would be sinful. He also has this gun, just leftover bits of the jet mode, and they connect together a little weird with the peg going at a weird angle. But hey, it works well enough. For some size comparisons, here is TF1 Starscream with Age of the Prime Sideways, SS86 Bone Crusher, SS86 Starscream, SSTF1 Optimus Prime, and SSTF1 Sentinel Prime. Now what do you say we
Rise up!
Transformation is something. It's very fiddly, what is essentially folding him up into a ball and drooping the wings around to cover it up, and Kingdom Cyclonusing the nose cone out. But trying to get everything to lock in place and lined up is a bit of a pain in the bum, and even when you get everything in place, the bits don't want to tab in or stay put. But despite the irritating transformation, this mode looks sick, with the swoop forward wings, the pointed nose cone, and the sci-fi cockpit. He does have some similarities to the Bumblebee design, mainly with the underwing mounted rifle, and instead of being a tetrajet, he's more of a pentajet. The 2 extra wings formed by what were the shoulder pylons in robot mode, and I know what you're saying, but Bill, those aren't wings, they're just extra engine bits. But okay, if you say that, then we can't count the center fin, as that's not a wing, it's wider than the nose cone, which would make him just a duo jet, or just a regular jet. The colours on this mode are a little disappointing, with the yellowed grey being the majority of the colour palette, with the red on the nose cone and the pylons, and the hints of grey and tads of blue on the wings, being a nice breakup. It's really quite underwhelming when compared to the on-screen version. The accessories can all store in the jet mode, with the null rays shifting around to form forward-mounted cannons, and for those of you that care, you don't have to pop them off for transformation unlike some recent Starscreams, and the gun shines in this mode, popping in 2 and forming the top fin of the jet mode and the main Bumblebee movie cannon, although getting that gun in there in transformation is a right annoyance. For size comparisons, here is Starscream with H of the Prime sideways, SS-86 Bone Crusher, SS-86 Starscream, SS TF1 Optimus Prime, and SS TF1 Sentinel Prime. So overall, Studio Series TF1 Starscream is a very nice addition to the TF1 collection, and more than likely the first of what will soon be an armada of Seekers, just like in the movie, and I for one am here for it. Whilst it may be quite compromised with a limited articulation, weird colours and an annoying transformation, it just looks so cool, all sleek and futuristic, and I can't help but love this figure despite all his flaws, and I'm very excited for the Thundercracker that's coming next year. But I would suggest maybe wait for a sale for this guy. He's probably not worth full price, is all I'm saying. So I've been Bill, these were the bots, and until next time, have a good one.